everyone, and welcome to another day of Get Moving, Get Rewarded. We're here with the owner of Ballistic Labs, and he's going to tell us about today's giveaway.
Today's giveaway is a bottle of Amino Reload. It is a intro workout, post-workout recovery drink. It's not just your typical branched chain amino acids, it's actually a full spectrum of all the essential amino acids. So it's got your 3 BCAAs plus the other 6 essentials. It's fortified with electrolytes. And the nice thing about Amino Reload, it's vegan, so there's no animal products in it. And it also has 0 food coloring as well. So it's a really good quality product. All your aminos, electrolytes, it's good for recovery.
And we're going to give one of these away thanks to Asher's generosity. And he's going to do a workout with us today. So make sure you comment 1, 2, or 3 below to be entered into today's prize. The first exercise we're doing is jumping jacks. We're doing this for 30 seconds. If you have any knee injuries or ankle injuries, you can just make little jumps, or you can just step out 1 foot at a time. And if not, you can do bigger jumps and your feet coming wider apart. If you want to hold really light weights for this, you can, or ankle weights as well to make this much more difficult. 3, 2, 1. Next, we're doing mountain climbers, and we're doing this for 30 seconds. You can see Asher's moving at a really slow pace, tucking in 1 knee at a time, and I'm doing a more metabolic version, going much quicker. You can do either version, but the key is to keep your bum down and your core tight throughout this exercise. And 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're back into jumping jacks. So this sequence goes up, down, which is really good for your heart. So we go back up into jumping jacks for another 30 seconds. Take rests as you need to, and again, if you have any knee injuries, just be mindful of that and just jump very small, or don't jump at all and just move 1 leg out at a time. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down into mountain climbers. And again, the key is to have your core in and your bum down. It doesn't matter how fast you're going, but you do want to push yourself as quickly as possible. And 3, 2, 1. Next, we're doing 30 seconds of high knees, or if you're a beginner, you're doing a kettlebell swing. So with Asher, his arms are really loose. He's not driving up with his arms. He's driving up with his hips and his glutes. So make sure if you're doing this version that you're not using your arms to swing, you're using your lower body to swing. If you're doing the full version of high knees, draw your stomach in to really get your legs up high. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going down into plank twists. If you're doing the beginner's version, you just go on your knees, or advanced is on your toes. The closer your feet are together, the more challenging this exercise is. And you're just dropping each hip side to side, so you feel this down the side of your core. And it doesn't matter how fast you're going, you're just wanting to keep your core in and your bum down. 3, 2, 1, back into high knees. So again, we're dropping our heart up and then down, up, down. And again, if you're doing the beginner's version, you're doing the kettlebell swings and you're driving your arms up with your glutes and with your hips. And more advanced version, pulling your core in and driving your legs up. You can have your arms out in a running motion or crossed over your chest like I do. And 3, 2, 1. And 30 seconds again doing planks with twist. So again, Asher is doing the beginners and I'm doing the advanced. As long as you're feeling this in your core is nice and tight, your bum's down, your glutes are engaged, you're doing this properly. And you want to keep your shoulders down away from your ears so that you're not putting tension in your upper back or your neck. And we're doing this for 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, next is squat to cross punch. So you can see you're wanting to put your weight into your heels so that you're really engaging your glutes and your hamstrings a little bit, not your quads. So if you're doing the beginner's version like Asher is, he is punching side to side just the same as me, but he's not coming down quite as low in his squat. So you can do whatever version is right for you. And then 30 seconds back down, and we're doing this time bicycles. So core in, opposite elbow to opposite knee. I'm doing the bit more advanced version where my elbows, are coming back each time versus Asher staying in a crunched up position. And again, you really want to be pulling your core in. So if you're feeling this in your lower back, stop and take a break. And 3, 2, 1, back up to squat with punches. And the faster you're doing this one, the more your heart rate's going to get up. You're welcome to use light weights in your hands and really coming down low if you're wanting a better workout, or stay up a little bit higher like Asher is. And again, you want to keep a really tight core throughout this motion. 3, 2, 1. And back into bicycles. So again, beginner's version, just keep your elbows in and just crossing your legs back and forth, or more advanced, you're going to be dropping that elbow out. If you're feeling this in your lower back, you just want to take a little bit of a break and engage your core and then start again. And we're doing this for 4, 3, 2, 1. Next is 30 seconds plyo lunges or 30 seconds alternating lunges. So you can do reverse lunges if you'd like, or forward lunges like Asher's doing. And if you want more of a metabolic calorie burn and your knees and legs can handle it, then you're doing the plyo lunges. Break as you need to, switch it up, go back and forth between what Asher's doing and what I'm doing. The key is to keep a tight core. So if you're losing balance, tighten that core. And switch. Now we're doing toe touches or crunches, whatever's best for you. So if you're doing the toe touches, really make sure your lower back is pressed into the ground and you're coming up and touching your toes or as close to as you can. If you'd prefer, you can do crunches as well like Asher is. So just feet on the ground and just coming up in that small crunch motion. And we're doing this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch back to plyo lunges. If you can't hold your balance for this exercise, it's because your core is not engaged. And every time you're jumping, you're wanting that right foot or that front foot, to land in your heel, not your toes. If that's too difficult for you, I do recommend slowing down until you get that motion done properly and then migrate into the full plyo lunge like I'm doing. 2, 1, and switch back to crunches or toe touches. Every time you're crunching up, make sure you're pulling that belly button in. That's really going to give you a deep core workout. And if done properly, Asher's crunch is actually just as great of a workout as well. So if that's which one's better for your ability, then by all means do the same exercise that Asher's doing. All right, and last 2 exercises. So we're starting with deadlift to press, and you're welcome to use weights in this exercise, or you can just do it free-handed like we are. If you are doing it free-handed, you can do a little bit faster of a speed, and also use this time to really make sure that your glutes are what's being engaged. and you're holding your core in. I'm always putting emphasis on the core because it's so important. And 3, 2, 1, leg lift hold. So this one's extremely important to be bringing your core in and pressing your lower back against the ground. If you want to put your hands under your bum to assist you, you can. Take breaks as you need to, but don't let that lower back arch and put pressure on that lower back. This is to be felt in your core. This is the last 2 exercises, so really push it for 3, 2, and 1. And back to deadlifts. So you can see our hands are coming up right by our shins, and we're squeezing our glutes at the top when our hands come up.
Yeah, before the tournament down in Washington, I was doing 5 plates because I felt strong. And I was like, okay, that's good. And then I think that's what really hurts my hamstring.
And 3, 2, 1, last 30 seconds. So core in, legs just a few inches off the ground. If you want to lift them up a little bit higher, that will make it a little bit easier. And we're just holding here for the full 30 seconds. Really focus on pressing that lower back into the ground and pulling the belly button in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.